Alright, I'm going to be playing the Osmos HD Impasse Level 9. Osmos was the free app in the Amazon App Store a few weeks ago, so I guess in March 2013. Might come up as a free app again, but it's pretty cool. There's a number of different game modes. Here's the 8 different game modes right here, and to unlock them you play through the Odyssey mode. But we're gonna, like I said, go to Arcade Impasse Level 9 and see if we can beat this. So the object of this game in general is to absorb these orbs that are smaller than you, which are indicated by the blue color. Avoid the ones that are bigger than you, which are indicated by the red color. And as you absorb some of the smaller ones, some of the other ones will turn blue to indicate that you can now absorb them. And we're going to restart real quick. I didn't get a great start, but for example, the few small red ones to my left and right below me, I should have a chance to pick those up when I get just a little bit bigger. So you'll see the one just below me turn blue, as well as a couple other ones as I grow slightly. Same thing right here. The one to the right of the one I'm about to absorb should hopefully turn blue since I'm getting slightly bigger. So I'm still really small, but the object is to sort of navigate around until you're big enough until you become the biggest orb on the whole level. So it's pretty cool. The randomize that I did when I restarted sort of gives a random configuration. If I had just gone to restart level, then it would have given me the same setup as before. But I didn't really like that too much. The small reds on either side of me are really close to the same size, but they're still bigger, so I need to avoid them. But if I get just a little bit bigger, I should be able to absorb them. But playing through this game, I really like this game mode. This is going to be tricky. I'm going to try to push him out of the way. I like this game mode a lot. Some of them are a little easier than this, some of them are a little harder. But this is the one that I find myself playing most often. If I can get just a little sliver of this guy. There we go. And I want to avoid the big ones still. And another thing, I'm sort of pushing the one above me, and he's gonna, as he travels upwards, I'm talking about this one right here, as he travels upwards, he's gonna absorb some of those smaller ones, but my hope is that I can push him far enough up where he gets absorbed into the biggest one on the board, and when he's being absorbed, my hope is that I can catch him when he's just barely smaller than me. So I'm going to slowly make myself smaller. Every time you propel yourself in one direction, you're putting off some of your mass, some of your size. But sometimes you need to propel something else, because I'm kind of stuck in this situation until something happens. So he's absorbing a couple smaller ones, but he's getting really close to the big one, and you can see the little white contact sliver between him and the big one where he's being absorbed. And I'm going to sort of try and sneak up from the side now, since I've got a little opening, and see if I can get a few of these on my way to capturing him. And we saw some activity down below. So I'm working my way up and getting closer and closer in size to him. But he's still just a little bit bigger than me. Okay, there he is. So I'm going to quickly fly over towards him and absorb him carefully so as not to touch one of the big ones. And you always have to sort of keep an eye on what's going on around you. And so I see a little bit of action in the direction that I'm traveling, and I'm going to see if I can't eventually absorb the one below me, but not yet. So I got to skirt around maybe to his left side and knock him into the one that was trying to absorb him. So there's a little bit of strategy involved in this. The graphics are really nice. You know, you zoom in, you can see the details of the orb, as far as it looks like little cilia on the outside, and as you get bigger, you can notice that I'm actually shooting out a small orb when I propel myself. So we'll wait just a little bit and hopefully be able to. We don't want to go in too soon, but there we go. So that helps a good bit. I'm gonna get a couple of these little guys and try to see what our next move should be, because we're still kind of in a little bit of little trouble. If we can push this guy right above us. Get him to get small enough to absorb, that would really help. And as soon as he turns blue, I'll sort of turn it up, and there we go. That's a big help. Now you'll see there's only 6 orbs that are larger than me, only 6 red ones. And as I collect a few, and I'm going to speed it up a bit, as I collect a few down here, you'll see there's 1 of them, 2 of them, 3 of them have turned blue. There's only 3 red orbs now, and I've got the speed all the way up, and I'm going to shoot over the left. Now there's only 1 red orb that's bigger, which is in the top left, and now I am the biggest. It hasn't ended yet because, well, it's about to, but because it's still possible that some of the other ones could form up. So the level's complete. If you're sort of obsessed with cleaning up the whole level, you can do that, and even though you're too big to fit in the corners, you can kind of shoot one of your projectiles into the corner and have it pick up some of the little stragglers. But again, this game's called Orb HD. Cool graphics, decent music, not necessarily my choice of genre, but it kind of fits the gameplay, and this is a pretty cool app. I'd give it, out of on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give it a very solid 8. And if you'd like to see any of the other game modes, let me know. But otherwise, have a good one.